Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Johnny Jed here with another episode of Journey of Wrestling, and we are back. The fallout from Bash at the Beach is underway. At Bash at the Beach we had a really good show. We had Eddie Guerrero won a title shot against the Cruiserweight champion Dean Malenko. He was not successful in that match, however. Dean Malenko still your WCW Cruiserweight champion. Additionally, on that show, Chris Jericho took on TV champion Rob Van Dam in a non-title match. Jericho did win that match via cheating, so that feud will continue. Jericho has been pursuing Van Dam's TV title for the last couple of months now. Vader took on and defeated Lex Luger. Luger has been trying to prove that he is worthy of a world championship. Vader also wants the world title, and he's trying to keep Luger out of the title hunt. So Vader beats Luger there. We're going to continue that feud. Steve Williams was in a little squash match against Spike Dudley. After the match, Shane Douglas came out. He's been trying to recruit Steve Williams onto his side, whatever side that might be, because he doesn't lead a faction or anything right just yet. But Steve Williams is not really willing to work with Shane Douglas. Douglas, of course, has a great respect for Steve Williams ever since their match back in the Great American Bash series, where Shane Douglas and Steve Williams got a double pin. So Shane Douglas respects Steve Williams. He wants Steve Williams to be his enforcer. Steve Williams unconvinced at this time. Also in action, we had Harlem Heat defending. It should be defending. I would have set them up as world champions before, but regardless, Harlem Heat defended the WCW World Tag Team Championships against the Gangstas. That feud will certainly continue. The Gangstas are going to want revenge on that. They want the world titles. They're going to continue pursuing the World Tag Team titles. Also, in our semi-main event, Sting defended the WCW United States Championship against Arn Anderson. Anderson lost because Bobby Heenan was caught interfering. However, after the match, Heenan was handing Arn Anderson a pair of brass knucks, and the referee caught it, but Anderson still hit Sting with the brass knuckles. Arn Anderson disqualified due to interference from his manager, but Sting retains the WCW US title. Then, in our main event, Randy Savage, your WCW World Heavyweight Champion, won the World Championship in a match against Steve Austin. Austin, of course, a young upstart. He's just beginning to climb the ranks in WCW. He proved himself very, very effectively at during the Great American Bash series, but now he is building toward being a world champion. He's challenging Randy Savage, both of the men challenging for the vacant WCW Heavyweight Championship there. Savage did win it, however, and that's going to take us into Monday Nitro, which we're going to be booking right now. So let's see. I want to start us off with Cruiserweight action, because that's always a good way to start a Nitro. I wonder if I want to book Malenko right now, or if I want to book somebody else to challenge Malenko next episode. That might be the move. So let's see. Who would I want? I want to build somebody up. Let's go with like a Jerry Lynn could be good. Like a Jerry Lynn could be good against Malenko. Malenko is what? He's a... Wait, what? No. Not what I wanted. Delete that. No. Just trying to click on things. Not trying to... Okay, he's a face. Okay, so Malenko's a face. So... Let me take this so it doesn't do that. Alright. So, if Malenko's a face, I could do... Eddie's a face too. Who would be a good heel challenger for the Cruiserweight title? Lance Storm, maybe. Lance Storm would be good to build up to it. He's not. Daniels also might be solid to build to that. I might build Christopher Daniels. I might build Christopher Daniels up a little bit. So let's. Daniels versus Hayabusa. That's actually sounds like a really good match. But no, let's go ahead. Let's book Daniels versus Kidman to start this out. It's just going to be. This is just a workhorse match. Do I have any? No, this is good. This works. This works for me. We're gonna start it off with Kidman versus Daniels. We got to try to build. We got to try to build up a challenger for Dean Malenko. And let's see. After that, I don't entirely know how to book this in the game, but maybe it'd be like I don't want to do promo battle. Let me see. Maybe it would be more like. Maybe it'd be more like this, like a smack talk sort of segment. I'm going to have. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Like, okay, so this is not actually how it would be in if I was really doing it. I don't know how to set it up in the game, but so the Dudley Boys are going to call out Steve Williams because Steve Williams beat Spike Dudley at the Bash. This is going to bring out Shane Douglas. Shane Douglas is going to then, back Steve Williams up, even though Williams is not on his side. He doesn't like him. This is going to lead into a tag team match, which would happen immediately after the commercial break. So let's go ahead and let's book Steve Williams and Shane Douglas on a team against Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon. And that'll be our third segment there. Let me see here. After that, let's see. I want. Where is he? I was hovering over him. There we go. Versus. Let's throw Glacier into a match with. I'm thinking Edge right now. Nope, not a tag match. Singles match. I'm wanting to start building up the Glacier stuff. So I'm wanting to throw Glacier in there with. I think Edge. Yeah, Edge will work. Edge will work for this. And then we'll book that. Edge versus Glacier. This is going to be an exciting Nitro. But we'll build Edge versus Glacier there. And then afterwards, I would maybe do like a segment. Let me see. Can I have someone like attack Glacier? Or maybe Actually, maybe I... Yeah. Oh, wait. Yep. I see what... Yep. Okay. So do I need to pick... For this, do I need to then pick a manager? I guess I picked the manager. Okay. So after that, Sherry's going to come out. She'll do a promo building up. Oh, my bad. Okay. What did it say? It said select talent. Okay. She's going to build up the Yeti. Yeah. Because we got to build the Yeti. We got to build the Yeti. All right. So Glacier's going to go over almost certainly on Gangrel's stooge Edge. After that, Sherry Martel is going to come out. Sensational Sherry is going to come out, and she's going to cut a promo on Glacier, building up her monster, the Yeti, who is going to debut. I don't think he's wrestled. He's going to debut though, to fight and defeat Glacier, because she has a long-standing grudge against Glacier, and so does her monster, the Yeti. Let's see. It'd be time pretty much for main event sort of stuff. We'd be getting into the main event. So, let me see. What can I do for that? Actually, maybe like RVD versus a little TV title defense here. RVD and not Jericho, because I want Jericho to be upset and complain about it later. But maybe RVD versus like DDP would be pretty good. RVD and DDP for the TV title main event. But it's not our main event, because we're actually going to have a little bit of a segment here that I've set up. It's called the Big Fuck Off segment. And it's going to have... Oh man, I've got to remember the order of people for this. But, alright. So, Heenan... Anderson and Vader. Then Austin. And Savage, Sting, and Luger. That should be everything I need for that. Alright, yeah. So, this is actually going to be our main event. Our main event's going to be a segment, but that's pretty normal for wrestling in the 90s. And that'll build us to a 6-man next show. So that's good. This is a building show. This entire show is just putting things forward and building us toward Hog Wild. It's a TV show, so that's what it does. So let's go ahead. We'll run this. All right. So Kidman versus Daniels. I'm wanting to build up Daniels, so Daniels is going to go over on Kidman here. Yep, they're going to come out. They'll talk. Bubba and Devon would come out with a heavily bandaged up Spike, who they don't usually care about, but who is giving them an excuse to get into a fight now. So the Dudleys are going to come out. They would cut a promo on Steve Williams. Williams and Woman would come out, and he would say he's not afraid to take them on. And that's when Douglas would come out, and Douglas would, he would be like, "I've got your back, Steve. I'll take them on with you." And Steve Williams is not really accepting of this, but let me see here. Steve Williams gets the better on that one, I guess. Yeah. All right, so that builds us up to tag team action. Steve Williams and Shane Douglas versus the Dudley Boys. I don't want to bury the Dudleys, but I want to keep Steve Williams' winning streak going. I'm probably not going to add any kind of thing, but the Dudleys are probably going to get a win over Shane. Maybe that'd be the way to do it. Yeah, Dudleys get a win over Shane. That builds us up to the next segment of that little feud there. Glacier beats Edge easily. Sherry comes out, builds up the Yeti, who will be debuting on Nitro next week in action against Glacier. TV title, main event. RVD is going to go over on Page, retains the title, because that'll give Jericho something to complain about next time. Oh, no, I didn't do the thing I wanted it to do. Oh, well. There's supposed to be a lot more to this. So I'll just explain what the segment is about. Okay, so Bobby Heenan, Vader, and Luger come out, and they are saying that they're the absolute best wrestlers in the world. Vader deserves a world title shot. Anderson deserves a rematch for the U.S. title. Mysteriously, the U.S. title is missing, though, but we're not gonna tell people that. We don't want to tell people that the U.S. title was stolen. Because the U.S. title was stolen. I remember that. Oh my, yeah, okay. But we're not going to tell the people that. It's just not here. It's just not here. It's fine. But Arn Anderson deserves a shot at the U.S. title. And Vader deserves a shot at the world title. And there's nobody who deserves shots more than them. This is going to bring out Austin, who is going to say that he has something to say to Savage. He deserves a shot at the title, and so on and so forth. Heenan is going to try to get Austin to accept him as a manager. Because, Heenan, he can really take Steve Austin to the next level. He can bring him to the mountaintop. And before Austin's able to answer, that's when Savage comes out. Savage, a wild man, hits the ring, immediately starts fighting with Austin. Vader and Anderson jump in. So it's a 3-on-1, and that's what brings out Sting and Luger. Big brawl at the end to, finish off the show. Pull apart brawl. Heels retreat. Austin goes into the crowd, and that's how we end. That's how we end the Monday Nitro. We did an 8. We did an 8 for Nitro. That's good. That seems really good. All right. So let's see. The next Nitro, I'm going to book a little bit like this. We have Sting, we have Savage, and we have Luger. And they're going to be taking on Anderson, Vader, and Austin in 6-man tag team action ahead of Road Wild. It says Hog Wild because it's in front of it's at Sturgis this year. But yeah. We're gonna do 6-man tag team action in the main event here. I've also got to debut the Yeti, but I want to do that as a segment, not really as a. Yeah, the Yeti is going to just squash some local talent. Let's see. I also, on this show, I want Jericho complaining. I want Jericho complaining about how he is being passed over for TV title shots. So, let's see. Jericho right here. I don't know if I'm going to move full on into conspiracy Jericho yet, but maybe. I do want to book, let's see, the Cruiserweight title match. Malenko versus Daniels. Maybe non-title ahead of the pay-per-view. I might build to Daniels versus Malenko at the actual pay-per-view. That'd probably be a good idea. That'd probably be the smart way to do that. But they'll have a little non-title match here on Nitro to open the show off. Let's see. I'm also going to have a lot of talking on the show, I think. A lot of talking. Because it's Nitro. It's mostly promos. It's mostly building you up to the pay-per-view. So, let's see. I'm going to do a little bit of this. Oh, if it'll scroll the right way. There we go. Bischoff is going to promo. If I... Where? Did it do the thing? Okay, yeah, it did, because he only manages one person, yeah. Right. So... I'll put that probably right here, and then I'll have a little tag team match. Harlem Heat will be in action against, let's say, I don't know about the Eliminators. Don't know about the Eliminators yet. Let's put them in action against the Hardys. They can job out the Hardys early. That's fine. And we'll put it right about here. And then we can have... I'm not really wanting to do masked... You know what? A masked attack would be probably fine. A masked attack would probably be fine for this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that works for me. Alright, that build's fine. I think this is good. So we got cruiserweight action to start the show. Bischoff promo, the little Yeti squash match, Jericho complaining. Then we've got tag team action, Gangsta's attack, and then we've got the 6-man main event. Yeah, that's good. This is good for Nitro. This is good for Nitro. All right, so we have Dean Malenko versus Christopher Daniels to open up the show. I do want to build Daniels up, but I don't think I want to put him over the champion just yet. But I can't not have him beat the champ going into the pay-per-view, can I? I will. I'll put, well, no. No, because that's, like, what's the point on that then? Maybe I do a double pin. I could do a double pin. I don't want to overuse that, though. Okay. Could do a count out. Could do a count out. If Daniels is able to win via count out, that protects Malenko. Yeah, that protects Malenko. That works. All right, then Bischoff is going to come out. Him and the Gangstas are going to cut promo, basically saying that they deserve another title shot against Harlem Heat. They deserve a shot at the tag team titles because, you know what, Harlem Heat isn't actually better than the Gangstas. They got lucky beating the Gangstas in the first place, and the Gangstas will do anything they have to in order to get the tag team title shot, even if that means provoking Harlem Heat, even if that means making Harlem Heat want that rematch. And they're going to prove that Harlem Heat will give in to their demands later tonight. I'm off game. They clearly weren't, but all right. Yep. Good. The Yeti squashes some local guy. Jericho cuts a little promo. It's good solid stuff so far. This is fine. Harlem Heat definitely beating the Hardys. Probably should have took the tag team titles off the line there, but it is what it is. The Gangstas, after the tag team titles match, after Harlem Heat beats the Hardys, that's when two masked men are going to hit the ring. One of them with an axe handle. He's going to clock Stevie Ray over the back of the head. The other man is going to start just pounding away on Booker T. They're both wearing ski masks. You can't tell who it is. They beat down the tag team champions with weapons. And then after the match, after the beatdown, they take off the masks to reveal the Gangstas. And then in our main event, Sting, Lex Luger, Randy Savage, Arn Anderson, Vader, and Steve Austin. Big main event. And going into the pay-per-view, I think I'm going to have the... I'm gonna give the faces the win going into the pay-per-view. Yeah, I think that works. We're still doing 8s. We're doing very well. All right. So, pay-per-view. Hog Wild. We've got to do Austin versus Savage. I think I want to add this in a cage because I think they had a count out last time, didn't they? Let me make sure on that. Because I could be wrong on that one. Back. No, they didn't. Who was it had a count out? There was a count out somewhere. Am I high? Am I mistaken? Am I crazy? Yeah, maybe I am. So maybe I don't need to do a cage match there. Let's see what other gimmicks I could do though. 2 out of 3. Or does Savage even give Austin... Does he even give him a world title match? Is this even a world title match? Maybe it's not. This might not even be a world title match. But 2 out of 3, I think. That would be good. That's the blow off. That's the blow off. That's not how you do that. No. But take the title off the line here. Austin versus Savage, your main event at Hog Wild. Let's see. I'm going to do a tag team match. 2 versus 2. I'm going to do Vader and Arn Anderson versus Sting and Luger. That's our semi-main. Let's see. I don't know if I should have Booker T and Stevie Ray. I don't know if I should do Booker T and Stevie Ray versus... if I should have Harlem Heat versus the Gangstas. But I do think I'm going to book... I should definitely book something between the Gangstas and Harlem Heat. Let's see if we do like a singles match here. Booker T and New Jack. We'll book that, which sounds like just an amazing match to me. The Yeti is, of course, going to debut against Glacier. That will be a big fan favorite. Everyone's going to love that one. That's what they're going to be talking about in 10, 15 years. Mark my words. They're going to remember that one. Do I want to run that back? Maybe. I might run that back. Williams and Douglas versus the Dudleys could be a good thing to run back. I might just do that. So Steve Williams and Shane Douglas versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys. I'm going to run that back for the pay-per-view. And that'll be a little bit later here. We'll do a singles match. Don't want to run that one just yet, but I gotta run. Malenko versus Daniels. Cruiserweight title in the opening match here. Let's see. What other matches would make sense? I might book... That's something I could do. Yeah, that sounds pretty good, actually. Okay, so... Let's book Jerry Lynn versus... You know what? Jerry Lynn versus Eddie Guerrero. That'll be good. We'll book that right around here. And then I'll have... Oh, right. I need to actually book the person. There we go. So we got Eddie Guerrero versus Jerry Lynn. One of them is going to challenge for the TV title on the next show on Nitro. Not later tonight, but maybe at the next pay-per-view. Eddie Guerrero versus Jerry Lynn. Jericho's going to come out. He's going to complain about that immediately afterwards. Or maybe before. Jericho comes out and does commentary for that match. That makes sense. That would make sense. And that gets Jericho on TV a little bit longer. And that's good. That works. And I maybe I do like a hype package or something for the main event. Or maybe I hold off on that. I might do... I'll do like an event package to start the show. And then we'll do like then we'll do like a main event package too. Yeah. We'll do that. And maybe I want to do like I might want to do like, you know, I think a promo battle would be pretty good. A little promo battle. Right, I need to actually book the... Oh, can't do more than 3 segments. Okay, well, in that case, do I want to throw in a tag team match or singles match? Maybe. No. For now, I think this is good. I think this is a good card for Road Wild, Hog Wild. We got Malenko versus Daniels. We've got Guerrero versus Lynn. Glacier versus the Yeti. The Dudleys versus Steve Williams and Shane Douglas. We've got New Jack versus Booker T. We've got Sting and Luger versus Arn Anderson and Vader. We've got Austin versus Savage in the main event. I think this is a good card. This will work. Yeah, let's do it. Let's run it. Let me just real quick grab that logo there. That's pretty good. I like that. That's all right. That's all right with me. I could have done... I don't know about placement, but yeah, that's fine. So, World Championship Wrestling presents Hog Wild live on pay-per-view in front of a mostly packed audience. Fan interest is on par for the event, which is headlined by Randy Savage facing off against Steve Austin. One of the most anticipated matches of the night is Sting and Lex Luger versus Arn Anderson and Vader. Other matches that have the fans buzzing include Booker T and New Jack, and Steve Williams and Shane Douglas versus the Dudley Boys. Let's see their predictions. Let's look at this. Let's start at the bottom. They think Malenko is going to retain the Cruiserweight title. That's a fair bet. They think that Guerrero and Lynn is going to go to a no contest. They are incorrect. They think the Yeti is going to beat Glacier. Steve Williams and Shane Douglas, they think, are going to beat the Dudleys. They think Booker T is going to beat New Jack. They think Sting and Luger are going to win. And they think Randy Savage is going to win. Okay. Well, let's see how that plays out. All right, that builds up no hype. That did nothing. But let's see here. All right, we got Malenko versus Daniels. Dean Malenko is definitely going to go over. I do want to build Christopher Daniels, but Dean Malenko, I need him to be strong. Jericho is going to come out. He's going to complain that he's not in this number 1 contendership match for the TV title. And then he's going to join the commentary booth. Eddie Guerrero is going to take on Jerry Lynn. Eddie Guerrero has definitely, he's got more upside than Jerry Lynn right this moment. This should be a really like solid in-ring match, I'm gonna build Eddie to win this one. So it'll be like Eddie Malenko, or not Eddie Malenko, but Eddie and RVD and probably Jericho thrown in there for the next show. So obviously, now we've got the debut of the Yeti against Glacier. I don't know. I don't want Glacier to lose this, but the Yeti he's gotta be strong. What if I did? No, I'm not gonna do a finish on this. No, but I think I couldn't. It wouldn't hurt me to have the Yeti beat Glacier in the first encounter. Yeti beats Glacier in the first encounter. We can have them rematch at some point. Oh, that's in front of bikers too. That's gonna go over really well. But the Dudleys versus Steve Williams and Shane Douglas. Dudleys are so far undefeated. Dudleys are so far undefeated. Having them lose to a non-tag team may not be the move, but they are two really, really good singles competitors. I'm going to let Williams and Douglas win this one just because I need to build toward them becoming the triple threat. So they go over on the Dudleys this time. And they put on a 5-star match. Amazing. Fantastic. Alright, so we've got New Jack versus Booker T. Neither one of them have been in singles competition. I'm going to... I think I'm going to put Booker T over here just because, like, I think the Gangstas work better with numbers on their side, and Booker T can safely win this, and then the Gangstas can get their heat back on Nitro tomorrow. So I'm going to put Booker T over here, and I also want to build Booker T into, like, a main event guy at some point. So, yeah, Booker's going to win that one. Anderson and Vader, them winning would not be the worst thing in the world, especially because I'm going to need to eventually move someone into a feud with, well, I don't know. I mean, Austin's going to probably lose against Savage in the blow-off of their feud, but I need to build, so I need to build somebody to challenge for the world title eventually, and that's probably going to be Vader. So I should build like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Anderson and Vader beating Sting and Luger. It doesn't hurt Sting and Luger that much. That'll be good for this. Okay. That builds to our main event. Main event between Steve Austin and Randy Savage. So I am building up Steve Austin to be the guy. Randy Savage is our world champion right now. Austin is not yet in full Stone Cold mode, but he's getting there. I'm going to try to use Savage in the Bret Hart role to try to, like, build Steve Austin up from there. I'm going to let Steve Austin win this one. He's going to get a big pay-per-view win over Randy Savage at Hog Wild. It's a non-title match, and that'll set us up for the blow-off next time. That'll be good. Yeah, I think that's solid. Overall, I would say this was a pretty solid show. Pretty good show. So let's see. We had the most buys, but let's see. SummerSlam did pretty good. We did better than we have been. Okay. So let's look at this real quick. Was there any? Okay. All right. Austin's getting his gimmick over. That's good. We're not going to turn him just yet. We will turn him face eventually. but not yet. I've got something in mind for Steve Austin. Weird how Williams and Dr. Death and the franchise, they put on match of the night. That's wild to me. Match of the year contender, but between Austin and Savage, great match. Even though that's the better match, that's by star rating, that's the better match, right? This is somehow the match of the year contender, but this is okay. Another great match. U.S. Championship stolen. Yeah, we know. Yeah. I know. We're working on it. We're trying to get it. We're trying to get the U.S. title back. It's just not working out for us. There's a reason that we didn't book Sting versus. There's a reason we didn't book Sting versus Anderson for the U.S. title this month. Just didn't work out. So let's see. A little bit of stuff going on elsewhere. Axel Rotten had a really bad match. ECW is trying to get Tito Santana. Benoit versus Tenryu sounds wild. Okay. All right. Good stuff. Rey Mysterio is going to be ready to return. Alrighty then. Oh no. What? Ted Turner thinks that Sting was part of the disappearance of the U.S. title. Ted Turner thinks that Sting helped plan a heist for the U.S. title. That's brilliant. All right. Isla Hamilton joined the Indies. Chubby Dudley. Zeus. Emi Sakura showed up on the Indies. All right. And we've got Rey Mysterio ready to come back. We'll be definitely bringing Rey Mysterio back because we've already got a potential feud for him. We've got a potential feud for him versus Dean Malenko. We were just trying to build up a challenger for Dean Malenko. Rey Mysterio was eliminated by Dean Malenko in the Cruiserweight title battle royal, and he was injured in the process. So Rey Mysterio coming back for revenge against Dean Malenko is perfect. It's going to be a top tier fall brawl match right there. And that'll be next time. So, if you guys are having a good time, please do all the YouTube stuff. You know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the damn bell. And I'll be back very soon with another episode of Journey of Wrestling. Thanks for watching, guys. And bye for now.